going to be loading into this game very shortly. For Dominion, the gate will open at 1 minute and 20 seconds once the teams load in. And then there's a shrine at the very top of the map, which is usually highly contestable at the start of the game. So we'll look for 4 players from each team generally to run out there pretty much as the gates open, and there'll be a very explosive battle up top, is what we see usually.
Yes, and that's usually an exciting start to the game, but it's by no means the end of the game if you lose that top tower at the very beginning.
On Dominion, you actually start at level 3, despite Summoner's Rift starting at level 1, so everyone has a chance to put 1 point in all 3 of their basic abilities if they'd like to. In League of Legends, you get three basic abilities and an ultimate. The ultimate you're allowed to skill at level 6. So right now we see people opening up with early items. The blue team actually picking up very Dominion-specific items. The Prospector's Blade and the Prospector's Ring are items that you can only build on the Dominion map. They're these very powerful 950 gold items that you can buy right at the start of the game.
And you can also see that both teams are familiar with Dominion. They've all bought boots, very important for getting around. You got some people buying some pots, some health pots. That's going to help them. It gives them sustain as they try to sit out there in battle and be able to take as many towers as you got. We got some cool skins here. We got Vladimir using his Bloodlord Vladimir skin. That is actually a legendary skin. He has all new VO, all new particles. Pretty cool for people who love Vlad in this audience, which apparent there is. Yeah, Earth over there loves Vlad.
So now 10 seconds until the gates open. It'll be very interesting to see who runs bottom for each team, because they'll have a kind of 1v1 battle for the majority of the game. On this map, you can see there's actually 3 speed shrines in between the 5 points that want to be capped. When you run over them, you get a huge burst of speed very briefly. It looks like we have Varus and Varus going bottom to fight against each other, and the rest of the battle will happen up top here very shortly.
Definitely cool to see a doppelganger match down on the bottom, but we got Fizz and Akali and Hecarim, and everybody running to the top. Let's see what's going to happen here. We have Akali trying to cap top. Hecarim should be holding them back. Vlad holding them back.
Looks actually flying with skill shots over the top, and one player going very low immediately. Akali actually falls at the 1 minute and 50 second mark, so it's now quickly turned into a 4v3. Looks like, oh, Vladimir will, no, Fizz will fall as well, slammed by Vladimir, and man, the entire purple team is just getting wiped out. It's now just Garen in a 1v3. Shyvana, Lux, and Teemo actually go back to cap while they just leave Shyvana to her own devices to finish off Garen. And that was a very quick and decisive victory.
Sure was. That Shyvana kind of coming in to help them at the end, but it's Shyvana very good, really good fighter, really good damage, and she also has some damage items, which definitely put her at the advantage in that fight right there. And you get little Teemo, look at him just rolling them around. Well, you know,
after Garen, but oh no, Hecarim comes in from the back, will be able to finish off Garen. Garen is very greedy, spinning in the bush, and is actually finished down by Teemo. But meanwhile, Teemo's still running away, and Lux slows them all down. Lands like bonding, they still can't kill that annoying Teemo. Shyvana jumping through, can't she finish off Hecarim? She can, so blue team coming out to a very early advantage. Wow, Lux doing a bunch of damage down on, getting chunked by the Vladimir, and Akali getting very low. Fizz now jumping in, Vladimir will...
Yeah! Wow, what an exchange by the blue team. Really, despite being outnumbered, able to put the purple team back. Fizz is just taking this tower, doesn't matter for Akali. Doesn't matter for Fizz, but a Hecarim's coming up top, trying to chase him back. Lux is guarding that top blue tower. Fizz, what's he doing? He's just kind of walking around, getting a health boost right there.
Akali had actually put down her Twilight Shroud, so when she's in the Twilight Shroud, she is not visible unless she attacks someone. But of course, she attacked the Fizz to interrupt his cap, and Fizz just turned right around and finished her off.
Shredding him down. Fizz again, wasting her. Look at Miss Lux laser, chasing that Hecarim down. Horsey is running away. Let's see if he gets away. Fizz is putting the pressure on him right now. Oh, that Teemo out of nowhere!
Right into the Teemo, who's not able to finish off the game. Will the dog finish him? Actually, it will. Vladimir just pulling around in the middle of everyone. Fizz just fighting. There's a bunch of deaths going down. Lux falls. Double kill for the Vladimir. Oh no. Looks like Vladimir and Fizz are the last 2 remaining. Vladimir pops his ultimate. Will he fall to Fizz? Yes, he will, but will they actually both fall? That Vladimir ultimate ticking. Fizz surviving, gonna take that top tower back. Imagine now we're down at bottom. Shyvana in her dragon form with that Varus, putting the pressure down on that bottom blue tower. 2-2, but it seems like the blue team is putting great pressure on the purple team. Yes, blue team actually trying to make the first big move of the game while trying to invade that, bottom. Basically, both sides, they're sort of home towers, or the bottom right and the bottom and top towers, with the middle being highly contested. So whenever you see a team trying to take one of those 2 towers, they're really invading all the other team's territory.
That's right indeed. So we got an exchange there. Missed ultimate by Varus. We have Shyvana. Oh, getting nailed by Hecarim.
Hecarim actually just slamming right back in on Shyvana. Shyvana just doesn't care, diving in. Varus picks up a double kill. It's now a 2v2. Garen and Varus versus Teemo and Varus as well. They're getting another kill. Looks like 2v1 now. Varus getting very low. Saying Varus and Varus rather gets the fights rather confusing rather quickly, wouldn't you say?
It does, but you know what? They could be building a little bit different. You got the blue team Varus kind of building up on the lifesteal style and attack speed, where you got the purple team Varus building critical strike. So we'll see how that kind of works out for them.
The purple team Varus might very well be building that crit glove into a Zeal / Phantom Dancer, which is the Varus who did very well in the last game, built the Phantom Dancer himself.
Yes, he did. He was able to take down people very quickly with that one. Got Lux defending that tower. There is so in Dominion, there are quests that appear on particular towers. When a team takes it, they will get more points. So you have Lux guarding that top tower down there. Down on the bottom, we have Hecarim and
a 2v3. Hecarim and Garen charging in under man. Hecarim will fall almost immediately. Now Garen doesn't really know where he is. He's falling down very quickly as well. Shyvana just chunking him down, and they get a quick double kill. Varus trying to poke in very low. He's getting extremely low. Teemo just chasing after him, gets the poison on him, and that one final will finish him off.
Oh, Teemo, you know, Donkey says Teemo is the best right now.
Teemo is the best right now. And Fizz taking that top tower as well, so a quick ace actually. It looks like they're going to be losing about 3 points, maybe 4. It should be 4-1 by the time all of the purple team reses. 4:44, 2/360, 6 minutes in the game. And Teemo using that move quick, just being a tiny little cute mortal running away. They can't seem to catch that guy.
No, they can't. That Teemo really putting the pressure up. Fizz up top, capping that blue tower. Blue has 3-2, purple team's 1. Blue team almost 100 points ahead of the purple team. Still too early to call it, but major pressure on there from that.
So Bears of the purple team completing that Zeal and also building a Vampire Scepter. We have a fight going on up top between Shyvana and Akali. Shyvana ults over, turns into a dragon, but misses the Akali, and Akali's just going to walk away, unfortunately. 6 minutes and 40 seconds of the game, scores 442, 2-3-35, and it looks like we have a bit of engagement coming in bottom here.
You got 4 purples going against Varus on blue bottom there, really putting the pressure on it.
Varus actually using his ultimate. He actually managed to root and stun everyone in that area, but there was just nothing to follow it up, so he just kind of ended up ignoring it.
That's right. You know, although the purple team has 2 towers right now, we had a Fizz kind of sneak up into the area and take their top right tower. So we'll see what happens here. Purple pushing blue back into their base, although blue is getting some assistance down here. Let's see if they're going to take advantage of that.
So purple getting extremely aggressive here. They're actually pushed right up to the blue place despite being down in points and in towers. Meanwhile, Shyvana is just trying to backdoor one of their towers, and they take it as well. So blue, purple team, while they're being really aggressive and they're doing a lot of damage and they're trying to kill people, they're not working towards winning the game.
Indeed. I'd like to ask everybody in the audience, please, if you're spectating the game, watching the game, please come on in and move in so we can make sure there's plenty of space for people to walk through around the booth that want to create a fire hazard. So please come on in. Or don't be shy. High five a rider.
Sometimes actually getting a quick double kill before Vladimir is able to take him down with that ultimate and shutting him down. So that Zeal on the purple Varus is actually working out extremely well. Just talk about a bit of Varus' skill set and why that is particularly a good build off.
Yeah, well, Varus is a great AD carry, but he also has some AP stuff that you can build into him to take advantage of his E spell as well as his ultimate, which allows him to do some CC and brooding. But his Q spell really is one of our key abilities. A charge skill shot that you can blast people in. Does more damage the longer you charge and the farther it goes.
So now we have down bottom. Lux is actually fighting Akali. Akali now in a 1v2 trying to fight Shyvana and Lux at the same time. She's in her Twilight Shroud, can't be seen until she attacks. They get 1 kill very quickly, turns it into a double kill. Teemo now coming in for support. Varus now stuck in a 1v2, leaving them back into Vladimir. Vladimir being annoying, putting his pool of blood on everyone. Varus actually falls as well. Vladimir, since he's already used his pool of blood, will actually end up falling to Teemo and Shyvana. So yes, blue team just continuing to push their advantage, win the team fights, holding shrines.
That Teemo, blue team is up almost 200 points, more than 200 points to the purple team. So really, they got the advantage right now. Really wiping out everybody in these team fights. That Varus really doing a good job with his abilities. You can see he's building really critical stuff and lifesteal as well, so he's able to just hang in there and sustain.
Yes, Varus is very much a caster, even though he is an AD carry. His Q is a skill shot, his E is a skill shot, and his ult is a skill shot. Skill shots are skills that you don't necessarily target immediately on champions, but you shoot them to an area, and you make them and try to collide with the champion.
That's right. You might end up hitting someone who doesn't even know that you're out to get them.
Garen getting caught a little bit out of position here, just really kind of probably a desperation move trying to take on 4 people. They're losing 414 points to 144. 9 minutes and 30 seconds in the game. Do you think there's anything Team Purple can do here to maybe come back in any way?
You know, at this point, I think it's really, really in blue team's favor. The purple team would really have to catch some of the blue guys individually off guard, build some really good beefy items, and just kind of wipe them out and take a lot of towers. But blue team really is just kind of able to wipe them up wherever they are.
As we're saying that, purple team has taken down 2 of blue, and now they're in a 2v2 against Varus and Hecarim. But Vladimir going a little too far. Looks like Varus is just doing a bit too much damage. Managed to take down Vladimir, and Hecarim falling very quickly.
Look at
double
that.
kill for Shabana, but a bunch of support coming from Varus as well. Now, I see a death cap on Lux. I see an Abyssal Scepter on Fizz. It looks like blue team's just building very smart items. What do you think?
I think so too. I mean, they're really taking advantage of what those champions are about, giving them the appropriate buffs in the areas that they need to have their spells be the most effective.
We're now 10 minutes and 20 seconds into the game. 405 points for the blue team, 94 for the purple. Blue still holding the majority of the points. When you hold the majority of points in Dominion, you tick down the other team's nexus in health ever so slowly.
Way more important than kills.
It is more important than kills. It's really about map positioning and total presence. So we have a big fight coming down top here. Hecarim jamming into 2 people. Vladimir, they're really just standing next to each other and just brawling. Vladimir uses ultimate. It's hard to see what's going on. Hecarim manages to kill 1. 2 people fall from the purple team. Now 3, now 4 actually. So huge cleanup from the blue team. They're just going to snowball this into the rest of the victory. Garen now coming in from the back, gets binded by Lux and just decides to spin it all off. Lux getting very low. Fizz coming from behind. Uses the shark. It pops in onto Garen. It's going to happen. Shark comes up and Lux pretty much down to. And wow. They just kited him around like a fool.
You know, that I'd say on the blue team, that Fizz is really, really holding his own, as well as that Teemo. We got 2 small creatures kicking butt, and on the purple team, you know, we have Garen with the most amount of kills right now, but still, you know, blue team wiping out right now.
Unfortunately for Garen, he was a big threat, but Lux and Fizz are just such good kiters that Garen just was not able to catch them. Lux has many skills that you can throw out that either bind or slow the enemy, so Garen being a melee champion who can't have any ranged abilities just was not able to finish him off in that fight.
No, not without support. He did not have it. So here we go. Garen trying to hold off this purple team, really coming in there and changing with the blue, but
now 11 minutes and 45 seconds in this game, 4-3 to 24. It looks like it's going to be over. This appears to be the last fight. They managed to kill Garen again, but can they get some revenge on that Shabana? Shabana and Teemo all really low. Will Vladimir be able to run and pick up any kills? No, he gets blinded. He cannot finish off anyone. Varus trying to come in for the finish. Akali can't chase down Fizz. They do get a kill, but that is just going to be what is ending the game. 12 minutes, 400 points left, 2-0. Very well played by the team. GG. Congratulations. Let's give them a hand.
that Teemo, man, oh man.